shining like a beacon of bright stars. I was alive for wandering far until I found the lighthouse guiding me out the when I'm scared, I send a flare and you're here in a flash. When I ask, oh dear love, where did we come from? You say the light is on. I had the will and mission, but the wrong position. I was open, praying for a sign until I found a lighthouse in your heart, shining like a beacon of bright stars. I was alive for wandering far until I found the lighthouse guiding me out the dark.
Hello there.
You guided me out the dark.
I've been drinking water for some time, picking up the parts of all my lies. Didn't get to solve it this time. How am I to break apart? Don't tell me why we can't collide. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Don't you feel? Don't you feel it? On the break of dawn, I'll follow you to carry on. On the break of dawn, I'll
All right, let's get this show started, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to our Saturday afternoon broadcast. Look at me, on time. I'm actually 9 minutes early. Y'all note that down. Hasn't happened in a bit. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope you're having a great weekend. What's up, Coffee Badger? How you doing? Stiffmeister, Lou, what's going on? Hope everybody's having a good one. Weather is beautiful in Florida. I got all my weekend chores done except for washing the cars, which I'm probably going to do tomorrow because I did everything else. So I'm good. But I hope everybody else is good. Hope everybody's having a good weekend. Weather right now in Florida, just to, rub it in people's faces, is currently 71 degrees outside. Sunny conditions will continue for the rest of the day. Wind gusts are up to 18 miles per hour. So it's got a nice breeze out there. Feels like 69. UV index is 9. Humidity is at 38%. So overall, should be outside, but we are inside. I got a green headband on right now, and it makes my man bun look like it's floating. Y'all see that? It looks like it's cut off right there because I got a green headband. So it's just a knot of hair floating above my head right now. I didn't think about that. And now that's all I'm going to see. Interesting. What's up, Wee Daddy? How you doing? I'm also staring at an invisible boat in South Freeport. So I'm at the docks area in South Freeport because I had bad muscle memory and I just ran thinking there was a bell here and there's not. But then when it disappeared. I know y'all saw that. It was there. Right? What? It was right there. Now it's gone. It was just the outline. Like, you couldn't jump on it. I turned around for a split second. Who's watching? Is somebody watching right now that just deleted it out of the game? Did somebody just cut it? They're like, oh shit, somebody found it. Turn it off. Let me run over here. Oh, it's gone. It was there. I know it was there because I was staring at it and I almost took a screenshot of it, but I was like, no, that's nerdy. Don't do that. Kidding. It's not nerdy. It's documentation. Alright, well, it was there. I'm not crazy. Let me go hit up the broker for some food and drink. We'll get something rolling. I invited Q and I didn't invite everybody else. Just need a Freddy to log in. What's up, Grog? Shout out to IllyJX. Thank you for that follow 3 days ago. Appreciate that. That was an off-stream follow. Thank you. Broker, make any money?
I know you seek what I have access
None was made.
to. Then again, who doesn't? So, what can I help you acquire?
Let's get some level 50. Do food, drink. Ruby, what's going on? We're on to you, Daybreak. Yeah. For real, it was there, and then it just disappeared. Wild. Oh, I need the 5-hour energy. Maximum duration, level 50. Looks like it's fiery owl steak, fiery worm steak, white peach pie, fungus surprise. I don't care about the stats, to be honest. I just need the stuff. White peach. 1 gold a piece? No. 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 Will not be partaking in that. 94 silver. What are these provisioners doing out here? Is fuel that much? They think everybody's rich or something? Like I'm sticking with wild apple pie and Everfrost espresso.
Friend, the wares of an entire city are at your fingertips, so please.
Look, 12 silver.
Your selection.
How do we go from 12 silver to 1 gold? $24 silver for the drink. And if somebody in chat says tariffs, I mean, you're not wrong, but god damn, it's affecting the in-game currency now. Can't spend 1 gold for 5 hours? No. Grug, I refuse. As I go spend 1 gold to fucking quick travel to somewhere. I'm not there yet. I have 1 plat to my name and 11 gold. And I need every bit of my currency for my crafting, which I'm behind on because I'm currently a level 39 sage, almost level 50. So I'm 10 levels behind on my crafting. Mainly because of fucking fuel costs. So I need all of my gold, because I usually burn my thing until I get down to like 25 gold and just fuel to level. Also, I'm not brokering as much as I should. Like, a lot of stuff just gets donated to the guild depots. So, like, collection items, I probably should sell those on the broker. Adepts, things like that that I loot, I should sell on the broker, but I just choose to be lazy and go put it in the depot. Plus, everybody else can use them sometimes. Ruby says all red goods should be sent out of Freeport. Food shall be tariffed. Fuel cost is great. Yeah, it's high. And you come out a little bit on top when you're doing work orders. A little bit. Not by much. But it's almost even with fuel when you do work orders. Like, you're not, there's the profit you're making from work orders is very, very little, if that. You make no profit selling it back to the vendor. I think you actually lose a little bit selling back to the vendor. And then half the stuff you can make, nobody wants to buy on the broker. So, unless it's a master crafted. So it's either let it ride on the broker for a bit, or it is a small loss through the vendor. But if you do work orders, you get a little bit back. I think you actually, I think I thought I counted it, and it's not very much at all, but it is more than what you spent on fuel. Oh, Kane's on. Freddy, when did you come in here, Freddy? Freddy just snuck in. Did you say anything in chat and I missed it? No. Shall we do what we did last weekend? Do whatchamacallit and then hitting cash? Or do y'all want to go run heroics somewhere? I think UF is probably the better. Like Pillars of Flame. We could probably, isn't there, well, there's Giants, but those are going to be too high, I think. I think Giants are too high. What else is heroics in POF? There are Raptors. I think there's Lions, too, that are... I mean, the experience wasn't terrible in the instances we ran. Our DPS was just a little slow, I think. No, I'm the DPS, so I'm the weakest link there, but loot is non-existent pretty much. I would say POF, or we do instances. POF, there's lava fields in Lava Storm. We do have a lot of stuff unfinished in Lava Storm, but I was thinking to take advantage of the 10%, we would grind. But it ends on the 15th, Tuesday. I don't remember Living Tombs being good XP at all. I thought Living Tombs was just quest credit stuff. Might be wrong, though. Q said thumbs down. Part of me says instances because they're structured. We can't get bored. I mean, there's an ending to it. It's not like we're just running around in circles. There's named, even though they don't drop shit. Living Tombs has a great spot, but could be camped. You want me to go check? And we all maybe okay. Well, let's do Sanctorium to get a little warm up. We're semi used to that, right? So we can do Sanctorium. I'll get 50 in that. I don't know how close you and we are to 50. But then we'll go over to Living Tombs and explore. That sound like a plan? I just flew this carpet right through a tornado. Okay, I said grab another cup of coffee. Or tea, sorry. Sounds good. I'll wait till everyone's in Desert Flames and then we'll hit the button. Freddie's entered the Twitch chat. Welcome. You know, there's also... We haven't ran Kasich Thule yet. That might be low for us, though, now, right? Yeah, C2's too low. Yeah, that's what I was... CT's at 40. Okay, we'll just do Sanctorium. And then after Sanctorium, we'll see where we're at. We'll either do, like we did last weekend, we'll run in cash or into Living Tombs. Abby, what did you do? You're running in slow motion? Oh no. You have walk toggled? That can happen. I forget which hotkey it is for walk and run. Forgot to unload my boxes again, so I have to change to backpack. Oh. There's some heroics over here we can kill while we're waiting on Cavi to fix his inventory. $50 today, Tripwire? I hope so. How's your Saturday going? Hope you're having a good one.
Greetings.
Just doing some Peacock. Gotcha, gotcha. Very nice. You know the Ratonga has been spotted. Cyrus is in the chat. Kane has been spotted. Let me put some buffs on him. kind of critter do you have a grudge against, Rios? I don't think I have a grudge against anything, do I? Oh, murder. Yeah. No grudge. Try to get some game time in. I haven't played anything this week. Other than Lord of the Rings on Tuesday, I guess. No off-stream gaming. Nothing. Oh. Looks like, Gabby's back. Ready for me to zone us in? As long as Q's not flying right now. Okay, we're good. In we go. Alright. Time to get the crawling going. Are there not mobs up? Oh, bats are. Oh, they are. Sweet. The hell. Already brought friends. Oh, you seem to be stuck in a stun? Oh, it looks like you're casting. For some reason I was locked out of using any abilities. Why'd we evac? Was that an accident? Oh, you hit the wrong key. I saw him jumping too. As he hit it, I saw the chat run. I said, let's get out of this joint. And I was like, and then you see Thrander going like this, trying to get... trying to cancel it. Oh, that was great. He was like, the fuck? Oh. That was good. That's why we warm up. It's a little bit of a warm up. Just testing to make sure it works, yeah. In a permadeath group, that would have been a solid evac, though, with that many mobs on us. Wearing our out-of-date gear. That would have been a solid choice to evac. wanted to click Master Strike and see if it would work. Not an enemy. I'm gonna say no, it did not work. You guys are safe now at the moment, though. Until it recharges, yeah. I can never remember the cancel ability hotkey when I need it. So jumping is usually my go-to for canceling spells, but with evac, jumping doesn't it, because you can move and evac at the same time. It's the escape key, but some people map it differently. Is mine set to escape? I'm gonna try it. Oh yeah, it is escape for me. Interesting. I will never remember that though, Freddy. I'm gonna need it one day and I'll be like, what's the key again? When I miss a key, I'm normally in a state of panic and hit every button but escape, yeah. And also, since I'm a clicker, not a pusher, for some reason my cursor just moves so much slower or faster, depending on the scenario, where I can't click on the things fast enough. Like in PvP, my cursor all of a sudden jumps up to like 8,000 DPI for no reason. Like I'm like clicking on all the buttons, but when I need something, I'm like, where's my cursor? Is it over here or is it over here? Oh shit, Cyrus died. One death for the day. I agree. Lick your stones if you got them. A bat flock. Oh yeah, look at that. That's one good blue spell right there. Wait for 370 seconds, please. These aren't linked mobs. I guess undead is social now? Has it always been in social? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, Q. It just doesn't... I mean, maybe this zone is different. I mean, it makes Freddy's job easier, so there's that. Not really, because he has to taunt them all, but... Yeah, I use more mana if I use my encounter AoEs, so I just been single target DPSing, but it's frustrating when they're all grouped together like that. Because it makes me want to use my AoEs. Yeah, that's why I'm not using AoEs, is because of all the bats being stacked on top of each other. We're in Batman's nightmare right now, called the Sanctorium. The Batcave. Bet those bats drop in exquisite? Probably. That's the casual tavern's luck right there. Don't hold your breath, Wee, on that. These zones aren't necessarily known for good loot. They're usually decent XP, but it's usually tank loot for the most part. Every once in a while you get a chance at a master, but oh, come on, at least we keep the viewers guessing, I guess. Yeah. What will we get today, guys, huh? No stat earring. Cue the excitement. Maybe a floating man bun? Yeah. That's wild that I didn't think of that when I put the headband in this. Y'all want my top knot? Right here, you can just take it off. Just take it off my head. Here come the train of bats. Are the bats social too? Because that'd be wild. Yeah, the necromancer ability. What is it called that summons the bats? Is it Bat Swarm? I still use it at 130. Resist. Treasure chest. Grand Intercession. Templar ability. Empress, what's going on? Hello, extended family. How we doing? Doing pretty good so far. This weekend's going pretty good. I have done most of my weekend chores with the exception of washing the vehicles and going to the store. So I'm excited about that. And the weather's nice outside, so it's actually not a bad time to wash the vehicles outside. I just don't want to do it right now. I was at 79% when we started. I'm at 85%. What are you up to this weekend, Empress? Everything going all right? Need to get you a guild invite over on HOF. Damn. These mobs are resisting my big nuke. Like every one of them. Little nukes are hitting, but the big ones, no. He was totally ready for some frontline action today. Yeah. Fury melee engaged. You're crushing it. Trainer said it had to be said. Taking the Lord of the Rings online minstrel too seriously? Yeah, that'll happen. What level's the minstrel now, Q? Eight or nine? I think I got... What level did I get to on Tuesday? Was it 11? I got a few levels on Tuesday. Made some progression. Logged in during lunch one day and got booted 10 minutes into the game, so nothing progressed this week. RIP. I am nuking from above. I wish this increased my damage. My damage percent. Nope, still third on bars. I know. I'm mid-tier. High ground only works in the movies. Named. I had a friend who was interested in watching me play. I let her pick my class and decided to give EQ2 a good proper try. Pray for me, or whatever method you believe in. That's good, Empress. Big Mystic. I know nothing about the class other than peeking the probably outdated wiki. Mystics are fun. They get a wolf pet. They're more support than anything, but they're pretty fun to solo with. At least on retail. Not really origins wise, but it's a good class. Not enough power. Treasure chest. Bracers of the Tracker. Chain armor. 10 agility, 6 strength, 40 health, 20 power, 205 verse noxious. Not a fan of the Fae not being able to have dark skin colors, but oh well, made it kind of work. Gotcha. I think the evil Fae can go dark skin, which is what's the evil fae? They start over in Dark Light Woods though. Erisar, yeah, Erisai. I don't know. I don't think I've ever made an Erisai, now that I think about it. It might be the Defiler. You might be right. If it's live, you can be whatever you want, but not on order. So, okay, yeah, so I wasn't sure. But Trip says you might be able to make a Mystic Erisai. I do know, I think Erisais are considered evil race, but I don't... you might have to do like the betrayal thing, maybe. I don't know. I'd have to look at it again. So confused on the alignment is tied to it. I mean, the alignment doesn't really matter anymore other than character creation, because I think some of the classes are locked to good versus evil. Like Paladin is only a good class, I believe. Same with Shadow Knight is only a bad evil class. There's only a handful of them that are locked. Now, it used to be a lot more, but now it's, I want to say there's like 4, 5. But I might be wrong. Maybe they changed that. Cyrus and group said farm a bunch of loyalty tokens and get a betrayal token. Smart. Right, it's not too big of a deal. Been playing characters who don't look like me forever. Yeah, I got you. Do you have any idea how much of the game is free to play? Up to a 110, I believe, Empress. So that would go all the way to the Plane of Magic expansion, which is Planes of Prophecy. The only thing is, yeah, it is a lot. The only thing is you don't have access to the broker. I mean, you have access to it, you just can't do a lot with the broker. I don't think gear will be affected by free-to-play until after 110. There are some quest lines you won't be able to do, like you can't do the Summer Panda quest line, which gets you good rewards. You don't have access to the this little window right here that shows the aggro. The threat list window, that's a all access perk thing. Yeah, I didn't think it was, but I learned it was a free-to-play thing when I was doing my... One time when I was going through free-to-play stuff on stream, I was like, what? We don't have access to the threat list window? And then sure enough, it's behind the paywall. Some fast, like the map fast travel. So like this little icon right here above the mini map, that's also not accessible with free to play. You can still travel with the bells and the boats and the spires and stuff, but you can't use the one-click fast travel. But most of the bells and the spires get you to everywhere you need to go. And once we get you a guild invite, you'll have access to our portal room, which has pretty much anywhere you need to go. But I guess I don't know if they'll group with anyone for anything, since dungeons aren't like the dungeons I'm used to. Yeah. I mean, most of the dungeons now can be soloed with a mercenary. It might just be slower soloing, but there are some people that slow crawl through expansion, so you'll run into a few people that might want to run with you with something. And what I mean by slow crawl is they lock their level, they lock their experience gain, and they kind of use that to min-max or complete content at level. Like Snookin used to be he used to slow roll with T-Bobby. They had a whole group of people that would level lock at certain tiers. They would lock their AA, lock their experience where they couldn't gain experience, and they would do EverQuest.
Well, hello, beautiful.
Hey, what's up, Dark Inside? I guess you overlevel things quickly. Like, well, yeah. If, like, on my free-to-play run, Empress, I've been running that Berserker, and I've just been following the quest hubs, but for the most part, there's almost no danger involved with it. Like, if I'm dying, it's because I was stupid and jumped off a cliff that was too high, or I just wasn't paying attention to the mob that I pulled. But following the quest hubs has been somewhat fun. It's been keeping me entertained anyways. And questing over on retail on Halls of Fate is usually the better way of gaining XP, unless you want to power level yourself with the agnostic dungeons, but I can only do like 1 or 2 rounds of those before I'm like, okay, let's go do something else. You don't have to say sorry for that, Dark. Putting up cord covers for the fiber line in the market. Nice, dude. Hell yeah. Yeah. Even if you've never done them before, you'll probably get you get a handful of runs before you're just like, okay, like, let's move on. Yeah. But I mean, they put agnostic dungeons into the game as a way of for people to catch their alternates up without using a boost. So like every expansion unlock, when you buy the expansion, you get a character boost that boosts you to the tier of the starting of that next expansion. But the agnostic dungeons were a way of basically power leveling yourself while getting gear upgrades, spell upgrades, and XP. Since my main game is BDO, is there like grinding? I like just putting on the music for an hour. I mean, that would be the agnostic dungeons, Empress, because it's a grind. You're basically just, so when you do it, there's like this big portal that's in Kinos and Freeport, and it looks like a red helmet looking thing. When you click on that, it's going to give you a list of dungeons. You can click on one of those, and once you zone in, you get a quest to kill a certain amount of named. And then you're just running through the zone, killing everything. And it's pretty, if you die in them, it's actually pretty hard to die in them. It's mainly just going through and AoEing everything down. But usually the quicker XP is questing. That's cute. Yeah, and before, like Darkenside was saying, the bosses used to be one shot, but they've fixed that. So now the bosses are a little bit tougher, but they still the agnostic dungeon itself is pretty much face roll. But the first few times will be fun. Yeah. And like I was going to say, if you're in a hurry to get the max level, what I usually tell people to do is run the agnostic dungeons and run them until you get a full set of gear for that tier. So like say if you're level 40, run agnostic dungeons until you get a full set of level 40 gear. Once you have a full set of level 40 gear, then go quest somewhere till 50 and then rinse and repeat. Me too, Cyrus. I would much rather prefer TS boost than adventure boost at my current phase in the game. Because I have so many alternates from all the TLEs that I've made where they're decent level, they just don't have good TS level, and I'd rather boost my TS. And I've purchased 1 or 2 TS boosts just because the crafting timelines are fun, again, for the first time running them, but after that, it's annoying. Yeah, especially when it comes to tinkering and adorning and transmuting. With those, I just do the daily, and that takes care of those usually. Did you hear the crafting BP thing they added? I don't think I did. Dark. Ruinous Touch. Shadow Knight. Hey, it's an adept that someone might be able to use in our group. Could be an upgrade for Freddy. Might not be. Gonna skim the wiki to prep for this. Kind of excited. Use the there is a EQ2 solo timeline. Here you go, Empress. This gives you a list of zones that you can run, their level, and once you click on the link of the zone, it'll take you to all the quests that are available in that zone, so then you can see them in order. Some of them are even broken down to show you what the rewards are, so you can see if you're getting like armor pieces, money, all that stuff. Some of them have pretty good notes too that I'm terrible because I skip the notes all the time, but they'll be like, make sure you run this timeline first before this timeline, or talk to this NPC first before you talk to this NPC, so you don't have to double the work scenario. But I mean, that's not a mess up for Queen. If you're talking about the island, did you start on the Isle? It's not a mess up. It's just right now, usually there's 3 zones, but mainly two zones. You have Frostfang Sea, and then you have Darklight Woods. Both of those will take you from level 1 to about 20 or 25. And at the end of each of those timelines, you get a mount. But there's also Timora's Deep does the same thing, but it's not as popular. The Antonica timeline does the same thing, or the Kinos timeline and the Freeport timeline. But it's Frostfang Sea and Darklight Woods are usually the 2 go-tos. When we were running permadeath, we would run the island first to get the first 6 levels, and then we would run Frostfang Sea or Darklight Woods. Just because it kind of gave us a stepping stone without less chance of dying. I still found a way to die before level 10, but never too much Dark and Light Woods. There was too much Dark and Light Woods. There was too many erudites and too much Dark and Light Woods on permadeath. You don't know what those are? Yeah. When when I had the randomizer Empress, where one of the rules for our permadeath challenge that we had going on in EQ2 over on Varsoon was you had to agree you couldn't pick your race or your class. I had a randomizer that I built that would just randomize your race and your class, and that's what you had to play permadeath. So once you died, deleted the character. There were other rules involved. Like if you died in a group and the group was able to res you without wiping, then you didn't have to delete your character. But the randomizer loved to pick erudites. So like every once in a while there'd be like 3 out of the 6 people in the group would be an erudite, just because the randomizer would get stuck on them somehow. Like my first permadeath character, the randomizer picked was an ogre necromancer. Advanced Woodworker, Volume 49. Currently at 93%. Were you guys present at the time in game? What do you mean? What did I miss? I was laughing at the many times he got erudite. You make a short erudite sign. Warlock ability. Oh, 53. Oh, I see what you're saying. Q was, Freddy didn't do permadeath, but he was our designated tank if we didn't have one. That was permadeath. Freddy watched a lot of groups die. A lot of characters Freddy witnessed never came back. Oh, the Warlock pulled some aggro there, huh? I need 2 more of those tablets. There's like 12 going on. I know. I don't even know what we're talking about right now in group. What are we talking about? Oh, gotcha. I'll just start typing random thoughts. I like cheese. Cheese is my friend. Have an erudite on HOF I just made for an outfit I wanted to see. Nice. I enjoyed my erudite wizard, and I like the appearance set that I have on my wizard. My wizard is on Antonio Bale server though. I did like what EQ2 did with that race compared to EQ1 because they made them more mystic like with the runes on their skin and stuff like that. And the way you can have different color sets with those runes. EQ1, they were just cone heads. EQ2 made them more human, I guess. Half an orange bubble to 50. Did the experience potions stack with the server bonus? So since the server bonus is 10, and you can get a 10% XP potion, they do, says Trip. Interesting. And if you get mentored, that's even more. So with the mentor, oh boy. Are you using 1-2 Q? Am I out of the loop here? Do I need to buy a XP potion? It just bought one for streaming purposes. And then if you have vitality too, but it doesn't show the increase, like, I guess you'd have to do the math yourself. I would think Daybreak would put a cap on the amount stackable. So like if you're using the server bonus of 10% and then the potion bonus of another 10%, they would cap it at like 25%. But maybe not. Maybe they just say go ham. No, it is nice, yeah. I've probably participated more in the XP bonuses on this server than I have on any other server. Just because it actually feels nice to have bonus XP here. Like it feels like an actual reward. Bilbo Baggins, what's going on? He says, are you going to try the new PvP server? I'm not going to say I won't ever try it, but I don't have plans on right now. Origins PvE is scratching all my itches that I currently have, but I do see there being some fun to be had on the PvP with Origins. I don't have plans right now to play it. Plus, it's hard to stay motivated when I split my time between EQ2 servers. I feel like I burn out quicker when I'm juggling multiple EQ2 servers. Got an ad walking up on our left. Current Shale Gussets, 9 strength, 46 health, 20 power, 200 verse elemental. Got an ad up here hitting Q. Almost made myself live bait. Today's nice fishing weather. Talking about bait made me think of that random thought. I like cheese too. Tuesday's USA tax day. I already did my taxes. Tossing in a random. And that was the best I could conjure. What kind of pants do ghosts wear? Boo jeans. Oh, you didn't like that one? Why? That wasn't good? Makes perfect sense. Well, Freddy's like, oh, got it. Yep. What do you call a criminal going down the stairs? Condescending. I want to get a beer. BRB. I'm back. My fortune. Haste does not bring success. Yep, get the blood going. Stretch them legs, chat. Follows on Freddy. Let's surrender. Whoever types Kendo 458 first gets 463 copper. That's a pretty good payout for a name. Yeah, I have heel click saved. Sean Claus, Von Boom. Sir? Typed it, but... Oh, Cyrus beat him. I was like, why didn't Sean get it? But Cyrus had typed it right at the same time before him. Cyrus swooped in and got it. Making people want to leave stream in a fit. Oh. Resist. 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 Five fizzles in a row, says Cyrus. Gotta love him. Keep tapping the same button until it sticks. That's usually what I do. ESO put on a huge news on Thursday. In June, we'll be able to subclass, taking other classes' skill lines and mix and matching. Wow. Already know which direction I want to go in for my Stam Sorcerer. So Mage Templar might be viable, is what you're saying? In ESO? That is interesting. I bet you there's a lot of cool things that can be done with that. You've already canceled your box accounts? Ding! Level 50. Go me go. We got spells here. What does this do? Inflicts 271 to 503 poison damage on target encounter instantly in every 1.5 seconds. Okay. This one, 315 to 585 poison damage. Stunned as a counter. That's the same as that one. This is the replacement for this one. Not enough concentration. Well, now the real grind begins, says Tripwire. Thank you, Trip. New blue? No, I got a new green. A target encounter AoE, but no new blues. Yeah, ready. long casting time. Jesus. Is that just a giant blob? No, that was a cobra snake that had like a blue aura to it. Blue-black aura. Particles are pretty bright there. It makes it look like a blob, though. Got Gloves of the Archmagus, 8 intelligence, 24 health. A men's paladin ability. That's a good paladin spell too, by the way. 50 power, 300 verse elemental. Technically, it's an upgrade. Even though it's the same stats, but more power. Should be fine to take it, as long as... Play rodent... A dark agenda. Oh, it's a buff? I didn't realize that. 3 minutes? Rip. Oh shit, and it has a recast time of forever. 30 minutes. That sucks. Just throw that away. God damn it. Yeah, men's is really important for Pally. I learned that on mine pretty early on. Diffmeister, I don't think I said hi to you today. How are you doing, sir? Thank you. You were here at the beginning of the stream, too. Fail. Hope you're doing well, man. Haven't seen any weapon auras drop today yet. They're temporary? What? Oh yeah, you're not Christmas colored. Huh. Didn't realize they were temporary. That sucks. Now, are they temporary just because you have to recast them, or are they it's a one-time thing? Yeah, Trip, the weapon auras. I didn't think they were temporary. They get used when you put them on the weapon and gone after I log back in. I thought it goes into temporary once you apply them. They're not temporary once you apply them, you have it. Does it go into like a... into like the keyring thing? No, that's Petramorphs. That's for pet stuff. Do you have to recast it from somewhere, Trip? You can only apply them to your weapons if you have the most recent expansion pack from... Okay. Huh. I did see that. It says on there, right-click on the weapon and choose Apply Aura to use this item. Requires the Aura's feature. I know it was included with the most recent expansion. I remember reading it in the notes, but... Pretty. Have to use them in the appearance window. Freddy says, all I can say now is I used one, and now it's gone. I remember the green, because you had the poison one on your sword last stream. And you haven't changed your weapons or anything, right? You'll get an upgrade till 62. Alright, I gotta go call Bill about my internet. I'm gonna getting the speeds I should. Okay, I got you, Dark. Good luck, man. May the tech support be in your favor. Get ready for the line up to X gigabytes. Yeah. Up to... Xfinity just says you didn't pay for that perk. Oh, you want this much download? Well, that's an additional $10 a month. I remember one time, this was probably 5 years ago, I think, I was talking to one of the techs with Xfinity, and he kept saying, he kept getting confused, like I could tell he was confused with something when he was talking to me. He's like, I think something's wrong, and I'm like, why, what do you mean? He's like, well, I'm like, no, there is something wrong, that's why I'm calling, and he's like, no, he's like, it's showing you have like 45 devices online, and I was like, yeah, that sounds about right. And he's like, excuse me? I'm like, yeah, I think there's about 45 things that connect to the internet. And he's like, oh, okay. Because if you count all my smart switches and cameras and things, I mean, there's a lot of devices that connect to the internet. Yep, well, my fridge doesn't, but there are fridges, microwaves, stoves, everything, washer, dryer, a lot of them can connect to the internet now. Yeah, I like I don't have all smart switches on lights, but I have the ones that I like to have on an automated schedule. And the voice ones, I like all those connected. We have certain lighting schemes that we do during different times of the day, so it's just nice to be able to automate that stuff instead of having to like go do it manually. And plus, if we're not home, it still makes it seem like we're home sometimes with lights, because they'll turn on at certain times and dim and all the fun things. I'm looking at my desk and I see 9 internet connected devices. Yeah. Yep. It's EQ time. I mean, I don't have 9 on my desk that connect to the internet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7. Seven that are in front of me. Forgot about the pie. Talking about Switches, it's a small jump to the Switch 2 from Nintendo. Yeah. I can't get on board with like buying a new console right now because I have 2 consoles in the house that never get used anymore. The kids prefer PC over consoles right now. They go through phases though, so it'll switch up probably at some point, but usually they don't stay on console stuff for long. It's usually right back to the PC. I just don't have enough time to game on a separate device other than if I'm gaming, I'm sitting on my computer. Like, I don't want to buy a console just to also not play it. There's a whole internet war about the console. Yeah, I mean, the prices are outrageous for consoles. But a lot of people do like them for their simplicity. So, if you're in a household that doesn't know computer stuff, consoles are probably your way of gaming for the majority of things. So, Jam and Earl, I just got that for the emulator the other day, Q, because I was looking at my collection of games, and I was like, how do I not have this? So I had to put that on the emulator. Haven't loaded it up yet to play it. Me and Veronica have been playing the original Sonics. So we're on Sonic 1 right now. We've been remote passing for that. Oh, you have the actual hard. Yeah, I don't have any of my old games other than PC boxes. My mom might actually have my NES somewhere. I think she kept that and some of those games. I think there's adapters out there for it, Q, but they might be tough. I'm on that same boat, Cyrus. I wish there was an option to not get a TV OS installed, because usually I'm connecting either an Apple TV or something to it, so like I don't have a reason for my TV to have an OS other than maybe firmware updates from time to time, but they don't need an OS for that. Yeah, I've only ever owned one Fire TV, and I was like, never again. My Apple TV has done everything I needed to do. I just feel like the Fire TVs and the Fire Sticks, they're built with a expiration date. I feel like there's no proof of this, but like I feel like they just die at a certain day, regardless of how, like, they just become obsolete really quick. Cracktoon with the 23 months of support. Thank you, sir. How you doing? And Nicole said you, but I know you were trying to say yo. Eating hot dog world and about to log in. Nice. Silly Wi-Fi for the damn washing machine. Nice, Gabby. Ours always been able to throw on 4 or 5e. Remember the next name we have to kill before the, like, or the ads just keep respawning. Armed guards of Li Wu Luong. 8 agility, 3 wisdom, 35 health, 55 power. Ancient teachings of rune of percussion. Stone. Focus the named, kill quickly. Damn it. Rat down. Rat down. Y'all are doing a good job. The verdict. Uh-oh. Freddy might go down. I guess I'll revive. We'll come back. Y'all need to evac. I would just evac probably. No power to evac. SK evac? There you go.
Run.
All this for a treasure chest. What's up, crack? Oh, there's respawns. What? Respawns in an instance? Advanced Taylor, Volume 51. Barber Root of Conquerors. All right, then. How close to 50 are you, Q? We? $91%. Should we do Hitting Cash or should we go to Living Tombs? $13 levels away from 50, so it's crack. I went to Singing Sands 1. I'm gonna take a look. I'm gonna take a peek in Living Tombs. Place you're thinking of is Silent City. Where is that one different than Silent City? Is over here. Is that get in by the water? I flew to Twin Tiers, Cabby. Guess in the cave down there. Living Tomb's about to take a peek at you. Is this go? I wonder if this goes to the same. Wait. Need these for a quest. Oh, the Sea Buccaneer Intelligence Gathering. Which faction is that? What's up, Snookin? Oh, that's a... Yeah, you can take the carpet, Cabby, and you'll see Twin Tiers and it should fly you over there. Actually says the other cave entrance, yeah. I need to take a quick restroom break while we wait for a cabbie to catch up. I'm going to put Q on follow. And I will be right back. Give me just a minute, chat. Be right back. Don't drown here, Revis? Maybe. Alright, BRB. Uh-oh. What happened? Oh, I guess Cabbie's running. And Cabbie died. Options are to return to which car, or then you'll have to run. Fly to Twin Tiers. If you're not getting Twin Tiers, it might have been... Oh, you have to explore. I didn't realize that. Run to... above. I didn't realize you had to explore those, carpet places. Is it? Hmm. Crack. Yes. Was that down? I didn't know. I didn't realize. I just never paid attention to it, I guess. Me and Sai are... Oh, I can stand up right here. I can touch the ground right here. My head's out of water. Back here. My neck. My nose sometimes goes underwater. You're like a speedboat. I don't know if Silent City... I know, like, the other one is not a zone in, a group pull. Silent City, I don't know if it's a group pull or not. I think it's a contested zone, so it won't pull everybody. He brought friends, Freddy. Hope everybody's having a great weekend so far. Thank you all for hanging out in the stream. Appreciate you being here. Don't forget to enter up on the channel currency giveaway. Do that at the end of every stream. One lucky winner will get 5,000 copper. How come you can't kill anything 5 levels below you on your own? You're playing EQ2 on hard mode, yeah. Brown says, do you always play EQ2? On Saturdays and Sundays, yeah. It's usually EQ2. Tuesday nights is a rotating night. We were doing a free-to-play EQ2 version for a little bit, but the past 2 Tuesdays we've been in Lord of the Rings online. Tuesday is just usually my rotating night. I sometimes play this, sometimes play that. Where you running to there? We just took off after that other group. Or is everybody going? I don't know what's happening. Oh my god, this is going to be bad. We got split up, guys. There's another group. Everybody's running. Oh no. God. This is incredibly a bad idea. It's so unorganized. Oh god. That was great. Cracktoon's like, there's other games? But yeah, usually I play EQ2 Brown. It was controlled chaos. I just saw Wee take off running. I was like, where's he going? And then I saw the people behind him and I'm like, that's another group. And then our group started following Wee and I was like, oh. And I think, did Cabby die? I think Cabby might have died out there. Hold on. And Q's about to die. All right, Freddie, we're gonna need you out here. You just die there by... Oh, there. Okay. That'll work. Oh, God. Ron says, I haven't played EQ2 in so many years. I was the second course on my server to get the mythic weapon. That's when I played. Nice. Very nice, Brown. What server do you remember? Do you remember what server? They've merged a lot of servers now, so the name of the server probably isn't still active, but... Yeah, God knows, a long time ago. Yeah, I hear you. I got in at the end of Alpha, played through Beta, played all the way from launch until about Sentinel's Fate, before I took a hiatus away from the game. And then I came back to the game for a Fallen Gates time-locked expansion event. And I've been streaming EQ2 now since then as well, so... Going on 9 years, I think? Streaming EQ2? Is it populated enough to get groups easy? Depends on how you define getting groups. The population itself, I would classify the population of EQ2 on life support. All right. Not saying it's not bad because you can get groups, but it also depends on how social you are in getting groups. Some people just like to enter a chat and go looking for group and then they hope to get picked up. Unfortunately with EQ2, that won't happen. Not saying it will never happen because you will get an occasional teller sometime, but it's 50-50 if it's going to be an hour, 2 hours before you get a group. Now, if you're the type of player that gets in, you see 3 other people looking for group and you get something going, it's not hard at all to get a group going. I will say sometimes it falls to having 1, a tank and 2, a healer. So most LFG groups end up failing because there's just not a particular class on at that time of day. EQ2 seems to be more populated in the evening times in Eastern time zone format. weekends kind of vary. Sometimes the weekends are super populated throughout the entire day. Sometimes there's not much going on at all. But I don't know actual numbers to speak to, Brown, but I think, and also depending on the server, right now we're playing on an Origins rule set server, which is Anashti Soul is the name. It's a newer rule set that Daybreak came out with, where the code is based off the 2006 version of the game. So armor has primary attributes again, so like agility and intelligence and strength and stuff like that. Some of the older quest lines have been re-added to the game, along with the neighborhoods from Freeport and Kinos have been added back to the game. But it's an event server and it's all access only, so you do have to have a sub to Daybreak in order to play here. For free to play, you get access to 110 levels of the game. So if you were to make a new character or log into your old account, you're going to have access for free up to 110, which is the Plains of Prophecy expansion. There are some paywall things like using the broker system and stuff like that. Fast travel as well is kind of locked behind it, but you get a ton of content if you have an hour or two to play here and there for free. So all it is the download data. Just to get some nostalgia itch scratching going as well. A lot of the people that come by the community, Brown, also are just in that nostalgia time. They're like, oh, shit, somebody's playing EQ2. Let me take a look at that. And then they're like, hey, I think I want to play this some more. And then next thing you know, you're resubbed to EverQuest 2 and you're playing 8 hours a day. Or in my case, 3 hours, 3 days a week. Thank you for that follow, Brown. I appreciate that, sir. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask them. They went free to play. I don't know the exact year, but EQ2 did go to a free to play model at some point, and I still feel like it's one of the better trial versions of an MMO out there, just because the sheer amount of content you get access to for free. The major cons that EverQuest 2 runs into right now, stat bloat. I mean, the game's been around since 2004. The stats are the math game is out of control. Second thing is population. It's just not a very popular MMO in 2025. It's never been a really popular MMO since, you know, we have like WoW and Final Fantasy 14 out there. But I still think it's one of the better choices out there, and I feel like if a lot of people gave it more of a try, they'd find out that it's definitely more entertaining than they think it is. And I would argue it's probably more worth people's time than even some of the newer MMOs on the market right now. An ad. Just started playing some Pantheon. I told myself I was going to wait till version 1.0 for Pantheon. I do want to try it. I just don't want to throw any money at it right now. Yeah, it needs more. It does need a lot more attention. Even the streams that I have watched or the gameplay that I've seen, it's definitely not a finished product. But and the other thing that gets me about Pantheon is they keep trying to add more and more stuff to it, and I'm just like, give us the freaking base game, a polished base game experience, and you'll have the money. But I feel like they keep spreading themselves too thin, too quickly. Try to keep up with Freddy, because I want to limit the number of ads that we get. As he pulls them up. I know. I don't blame you. The game has no map, which is okay, but not telling me who has quests for me and where to go when I get the quest is rough. Yeah. I'm an old EQ1 player as well, Brown, and I enjoy a good social MMO. Don't get me wrong. But there are some quality of life things that I feel like for a casual player that I am, working a full-time job, 3 kids, I need to have some quality of life improvements in an MMO if I'm going to spend time in it. Because otherwise I'm just going to be banging my head against my keyboard every 3 hours. I really enjoyed, what was that MMO that we tried for a month? They lost their payment system got out. They fucked them over. What was the name of that MMO? It's still out there. Oh, Embers Adrift. Right? I thought they had great bones for an MMO, and I still think they do. They've just ran into some bad luck. I heard they revamped their crafting system recently too. Brown says, I'm also on the PvP server, and being able to get killed at the bank is shit. That reminds me of some Ultima Online stuff. That was a fast-moving blob. And it's vomit. Vomiting. Oh, I also saw that Embers Adrift. The reason I brought up Embers Adrift because you were talking about the map not being available or whatever, but they just added compass to Embers Adrift. Remember we were using the moon as our as our compass in that game for the first month? Wherever the sun or the moon was the directional pattern. If you couldn't see that, you're lost. You're going by freaking random trees in the forest. I know that wall. I know that rock. I know where we're at. If you've gotten to the bears, you went too far. How's Fizzle Country? Not bad. I've had a few. I'm getting more resist than anything, though. Well, we are fighting level 57 mobs. So that got me 3 XP, I think. Though I was at 6.8 and it got me to 7%. Oh, I got you. Same. My spells are all apprentice. Most of them. Sexy troll. It has the look of one, but I don't know. They're all moving differently. It's not like they're all on follow or anything. I mean, I'm fine with this, to be honest. I got about 20 minutes left. Ron says, I forgot the raid zone, but on my warden on my warden with mythic me and a buddy could duo the random mobs for rare exquisite chests. We did that for hours. Yeah. That's another thing I like about EQ2 is you don't necessarily need a full group for content. It's more efficient to run with the full group, but you can have a small group of 3 and still have a ton of fun. I feel like I need to click on these pots that are right here. They don't do anything, but they must be a quest for something. On retail, they're a chance for a collectible. Oh. And those goos really do respawn pretty quick. Look, there's already another one. It's like as soon as they get pulled out of that stream there, respawn. Training you to find the back. Every spell was resisted on this one. Every spell I casted. feel like I'm going to pull one if I'm not careful. Do dirges have COB yet? I don't think so. I've never played a high level dirge though. Did we just eradicate the blobs? I think that other group took one. I might be wrong though. Oh. Someone is at the doorbell. COV is confirmed at 58. Oh, okay. I guess once Q levels, you can call it. I mean, you're not going to level today, are you? How close are you? I know I don't have to Q, but I want to. I got time. 99.3, so yes you do. What's up, Functional? How you doing, sir? Not much, man. Just finishing up today. We ran the Sanctorium, and then we moved over to Silent City, and we're kind of just finishing out the stream here today. Yeah, it's been pretty chill. I've got a lot of my weekend chores checked off the list. Still have a few more to check off, but for the most part, we are in relaxation mode. Gonna run the long way over here. What if it pulled every mob that it just ran by? Another group killed the gnolls by the pool. That stops the blobs. Got it. So they stopped us from getting XP. Cool. On purpose. As they report Freddy for botting. Way to go, Q. Congrats on 50. Guess we'll have to get his level 50 tomorrow. The heals are even healier. Yeah. What's that Grug's boxing group that reported Freddy for boxing? No. No, snooking. Botting. At least I don't think Grug did. Grug reported himself. We can evac or call. It don't matter. I need to see if I can get some new gear at 50. Some handcrafted cloth. Jewelry. %. Noober the Goober. What's up, Noober? Noober's got all the friends. Necromancer ability. We just left Noober there. I think Noober wanted to talk. And we just dipped out. Good group, everybody. Thank you all. Thank you for tanking Freddy. Thank you for the heals, Cyrus. Q, thank you for the DPS. Thrander, Boss, myself. Oh, I have no idea. Maybe. You. Everybody always has different names in game, so I don't know who's who. Except for Mr. Sibley. I know when Mr. Sibley is around because he always duels me. So if anybody ever duels me, it's Mr. Sibley.
Stops running. It makes your muscles less tenders when I cooks you.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun, guys. Thank you.
This is the Freeport Reserve.
This
Please
is
make
the
sure all
Freeport
deposits
Reserve.
have an exact change in recognizable currency. Thank you.
All right, chat. That's going to be it for me today. Go ahead and get out of here. We do plan on streaming tomorrow afternoon. So we'll be here tomorrow around 1 p.m. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to hit us up over in over in Discord. I'll put the link to the Discord chat here. If you're new to the community, hopefully you consider hitting the follow button or the sub button over on YouTube. I'd appreciate it. The free clicks are always appreciated and help out a ton. Stream schedule is Tuesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Tuesday we go live around 7 p.m. Eastern. Saturday we go live around 1 p.m. Eastern. And Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern. Should be good to go for tomorrow. Don't forget to enter up on the channel currency giveaway. At the end of every stream, we give away 5,000 copper to one lucky winner for both chats, Twitch and YouTube. You can use that currency to play the sound effects on stream and the mini games in chat. But just to sum up today, we ran Sanctorium from beginning to end. I got level 50. Q got level 50 over in the Silent City once we got over there. It was a little bit of a conundrum getting in there, but we managed. Everybody got there with a few deaths. Zoned in. Got some more XP in there. Tomorrow, I'm not sure what we'll start with. I think we might start with hitting cash tomorrow instead of Sanctorium to get his 50, I think. And then we'll see where we go from there. We do have a ton of heritage quests to finish up as well. Right now, we are stuck on the part for the carpet quest because I think we need to be at probably about 55 for that mob that's inside Majduel, that named NPC, because he kills us pretty quick. So, you do that. But it is plus 10% experience this weekend till the 15th. So, if you have characters on Origins, you do want to log in and get groups as quickly as possible and get to grinding. Take advantage of that XP. And as we learned today, it does stack with the XP potions. So you get plus 10% server bonus. You use an XP potion. That also goes up to 10% depending on the potion you buy. And mentored experience stacks with that as well. So you could be getting almost 50%, I think. So take advantage of it if you can, guys and girls. All right, let's see who won some channel currency today. Start with Twitch chat. Right now over in Twitch, we have Stiffmeister, Wee Daddy, Grugadoon, Freddy Ruxpin, Lord Cyrus, Dark Inside, Snookin, Cracktoon, and Cumulu. If you want to enter up on that, all you have to do is type !enter, NTER, for a chance at winning. Over on YouTube, we got Wee Daddy and Snookin. Missing Woodrain, missing Grug over there, missing a lot of people over on the YouTube chat. Appreciate y'all for hanging out. Thank y'all for being here. Thank you for all the support. Brown, thank you for the follow. Cracktoon, thank you for the 23 months of support. And IllyJX, thank you for the offline follow. Appreciate y'all. All right, Twitch chat entries have stopped, and the winner today is Grugadoon. Congrats, Grug. Some would call it rigged, but I just think Grug's a very lucky person. Grug has won 5,000 copper. Congrats, Grug. Over on YouTube chat, entries have stopped, and the winner today is Snookin. Congrats, Snookin. You too are a very lucky person. Sent. Thank you for that round over on YouTube chat. 279 copper. Appreciate that. All right, everybody. That's it. I'm going to get out of here. Y'all stay safe. Be good humans to each other, please. And we'll be back here tomorrow afternoon. All right? Appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good one. Thank y'all for watching. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for the good XP, everybody. Appreciate y'all.
You left your perfume on the pillow and your whispers in the air. Got your face stuck in the mirror and I keep finding your hair. Got a pink box in my closet with the fall pictures we took. Oh, and I keep finding dog ears that you left in my books. Miss your ache and I just crash over, guess you crashed in like a tsunami. Woke up next to you so hungover, sunlight painted stripes on your body. I'd give anything that I have for just another one of your nights. You can have an arm and a leg, just a minute more of your time. Check our playlist, put it on low in the car. And your jacket's on the hanger, right where you left it in March. Every night I'm on my phone, like maybe you'll text me again. But all I get are reminders that we're better off as friends. Yeah. Got your toothbrush sitting in the bathroom, got your slippers waiting by the bed. Every little thing you left here, ever since you left, you've been living rent free in my head. Keep telling everyone I'm trying to move forward, but it's so easy getting stuck in the past. Every little thing you left here, sitting where you left it last. Miss your ache and I just crash over, guess you crashed in like a tsunami. Woke up next to you so hungover, sunlight painted stripes on your body. I'd give anything that I have for just another one of your nights. You can have an arm and a leg, just a minute more of your